BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome to another episode of This Dope Cooking Show. Welcome. If you are here, then you heard Chef Jeff, has a cooking show called This Dope Cooking Show. And we are on every Tuesday without fail at 5:30, cooking in the kitchen. Kitchening in the cooking in. What's up, y'all? What's up? How are you doing? What's going on? Chef Jeff here. This Dope Cooking Show. Welcome in another Tuesday. It's 5:30, and yeah, we back. So what's up? What y'all been up to? What's been happening? What's going on in your world? Let's see. Let me tell you what's going on in my world. Well, kind of got back into this church thing, right? Swinging back into the church swing of things. And yes, every week. Sunday go so fast, and Monday get here so quick. It's like, oh my God. I told my friends, friend group that I said Monday went out to the parking lot, turned around and came back like they forgot something. The weekend went so fast. But yes, I am going to church again. I'm back, and I'm not 100% serving, but I'm getting there, right? And it takes some time, right? It takes a little, little effort, takes some time, some patience, some strategy, and some praying. I'm with all that because, sometimes you just jump off into stuff and you're not 100% committed, or you're too committed, right? And sometimes you be working and doing too much. And I don't want to do that this time. Nope, not going to do it. So, yes, I have gone back to church. And I am really enjoying it. It is a healthy atmosphere, more family oriented, if that makes sense. And then the big thing is Doc is like all in, right? And I'm so proud of her, but she is all in with this situation. So you can never say never. You can never say I'm not going to do something, because God will change it in a minute. Yeah, I'm doing that, right? I don't know if I told y'all, but I remodeled my boys' room, right? So here we go, right? So I said I'm gonna remodel their room. I redid their room, right? So it wasn't like no in-depth nothing. Like we didn't yank out no walls or nothing like that. We just put in, changed up the furniture situation a little bit, giving them more space on the floor to, move around, right? So we had a bunk bed situation, right? I got rid of that because they basically broke that baby down. I'm talking about it was one screw holding the whole thing to get one side together. When I pulled that out, the whole thing fell. Like it was just waiting. It was like an accident waiting to happen. And so I'm like, okay, cool. I'm glad we caught that before something seriously happened. So what I did was I bought them an L-shaped loft bed, right? And it's got so both of them is on the same height as a top bunk. And then they have a desk under the bottom. I ran some LED lights. So now they got light under the bottom of the bed with the desk, and it's they got a new like credenza for their TV to go on. It's jumping in there, right? I changed out the light. They had an older style ceiling fan, so I changed that out. They got a new ceiling fan. They changed colors. It's got the fan speed, got like 8 little speeds on it. and it's little, so it's like a 20-inch, right? I'm thinking, that ain't enough. It's huge. It blows. It blows a lot of. It moves a lot of air, and it cools that room down really, really quickly. So I'm happy with it. Trying to keep them from using it as a jungle gym. Boys will be boys, right? That's what they say. I walk in there and Zeke is hanging from the bed, and I'm like, "Please get down." He's like, "Oh, my bad." Like that's what he's supposed to be. Like he's like, "Oh yeah, okay, cool, my bad for swinging on the bed." And I told him, I said, "Hey, look, you can't come tell me there's something wrong with this bed." I said, "I put every screw in this bed, every piece I put together myself, and I put Loctite on the screws. Loctite is a like an adhesive, like a thread sealer adhesive that you use. A lot of guys use it in motors and working on cars, right? Car guy, right? So I just put some Loctite on all the screws. So no, you can't tell me, oh, it just came out, because they'll be like, oh, it just came out. I don't know what happened. You unscrewed it. Like, what are we saying, right? So that happened. I've done that, and they are thoroughly enjoying their room. Work is still working, right? I got a call 3:00 in the morning. Hey, I ain't coming to work. So now my plans for my off day that I had are shot because I gotta go to work. And it was busy as all get out. It was the Texas OU game. Apparently there's a huge rivalry, and their meeting ground is Dallas, right? So we had people running through the lobby going, like screaming and like yelling and stuff. It was crazy. And I mean, it was a good time, but I mean, being a person short, 2 people short on a day where it's 400-500 people, woo! It just couldn't get over fast enough. I just couldn't get through the shit fast enough. I ran out of there, like gone, right? Come to find out, I got a leak in my boat, and I'm treating that with. I'm having fun with that, actually. I'm doing stuff on purpose to see how fast it gets back to other people, how fast it gets around. I'm doing it on purpose. I'm loving it. When you got a leak in the boat, man, you can let it grow or you can fix it. Right now, I'm letting a little water come in. See what happens. Then I'm gonna fix the hole. Then we're gonna clear the boat out. So that's what I got going on, right? I had a fire episode for y'all last week, right? And so my little recording situation did its own thing, and it was doubled up. The audio was doubled up. So it was a crazy, terrible echo that I couldn't get rid of. So still, the tech is still teching me, right? And we're just doing our thing. Current events, right? Not so current, but D'Angelo died. Do y'all know? Neo Soul. If you don't say Neo Soul and D'Angelo and Angie Stone in the same sentence, same paragraph, I don't know what you're talking about. The new Neo Soul ain't the same as the old Neo Soul. Neo Soul still is Neo Soul, right? There's some artists in that category. I don't really know too many of them, but it's cool. But I know Angie Stone. I know D'Angelo. I know Anthony Hamilton. Like India RE, right? I know them artists because I still play their music regularly. Like it ain't like I still play their stuff regularly. Like I don't know what happened to music and the way it is. You either depressed, you mad, you want to kill somebody, or you got something going, some DRUGS activity going on. And for the most part, I ain't even really listening to none of that. I be wanting to chill, relax. When I'm on my way to work, I be wanting to have some black guy thinking time. And if I do listen to music, it's what I'm used to listening to, singing behind Tank, Jamie Foxx, like them type of artists, Babyface. But man, D'Angelo died. I remember when the Voodoo album came out, senior year in high school. My brother Cameron came in and was talking about the album, how dope it was, and everything like this. The music, the guitar, the licks, just everything about D'Angelo and this album, right? Because prior to that, we didn't have nothing but Brown Sugar. Man, I went and got that thing. As soon as I got paid, I got that album and had been bumping it ever since. Like if you don't know, so like, Come on, man. Like if you don't know some songs off of that Voodoo album, other than Untitled, if you everybody knows that. How does it feel? Everybody knows that one, right? But Left to Right, Send It On, Player, like come on, like the album not from beginning to the end. And if you weren't one of the ones, like very minimal skips on the album, right? Very minimal skips. And if you were skipping it because you was, I know me, if I skipped it, I'm skipping to go back because I missed something on the track. I heard a guitar riff, I heard a bass line that I like, something like that, right? I'm going to listen. I'm listening to not only words, but I'm listening to how the track flow, how it hits me, right? I used to get into the music. I really wanted to be an artist, a for real artist. So I used to get into the music. I used to just let it, you know what I mean, just feel it in my veins type stuff. And D'Angelo was that artist that I would go to get my flow going, write music, writing poetry. I would start with that and work my way around. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. He died. And the wildest part is he died 7 months after Angie Stone did. That is wild. I mean, the conspiracy theorists, they running with it. And, you know, they do their thing. But it was just wild to think to just hear like, man, and they got a son, right? And, you know, now he don't have no parents on this earth. And that is the craziest thing. Death is it's inevitable, right? Everybody is going to experience them, but it just sucks that the timing is what it was. And then to find out him, Chadwick Boseman, I think Richard Roundtree, I think that was Richard Roundtree, all of them died from the same kind of cancer. So get yourself checked out. Yeah, I had a buddy that walked through a cancer journey, and I was privileged enough to know he kept me in the loop about what was going on with him. That's something that that's monumental in my book. Like, you don't have to let me know what you got going on with your health. You don't have to tell me nothing about what's going on in your personal life when we chat, when we talk. But this person like took time, like, hey, look, this is what's happening. This is what's going on. I'm telling you because I love you. I'm telling you because you're my bro. I'm telling you because you're my people. And that speaks volumes to me because I don't really, you know, I just don't. As of now, after experiencing the things that I have experienced in the last 3 years, I don't really have a heart to trust people. I don't. If you already knew me, you won. Like you grandfathered in. But if you didn't know me, now it's gonna be hard as I don't know what. Because I just ain't on that mindset no more. Like I don't really desire to be around a bunch of people. I don't desire to be the popular person. I don't desire to be the guy that's, you know, in the know. I don't. I really never did. You know what I mean? It happened because of, you know, they say your gift will make room for you, right? And I've been in the company of some A, B, C, D-list celebrities, stars, preachers, teachers, all that. It just, and then now it's just, I have no desire to even, sorry, y'all got it. I had a couple of people ask me about catering events. I am not. So to be transparent, and I can talk about this, when I got fired, in a fit of rage, I sold all my catering stuff. Gone. So got rid of everything that had to do with kitchen, me catering, me doing anything. Gone. Sold it. I'm going to do something else, right? I'm going to go into another line of work from home, cybersecurity. I wasn't going to cater nobody else, nothing, right? Since then, since I've started to resurface and show my face, people are like, hey, can you do so? Nope. Nah, can't do it. And I've said no so much that people are like, what's up? What's going on? One guy, he came and he's like, man, every time I ask you to do something, you say no. He's like, is it me? And I was like, actually, nah, I don't know what it is. I just said no. Like, it really had nothing to do with him or anything, anybody, like anything he was doing. I just said no because I'm not going to do it, right? Like, you know, you're not going to do something, you know, ahead of time. Like, you just going to, you know, no, I'm not going to do it and I'm not going to be a part of it. I'm not even going to fathom and think about it, what have you, because for what? Why? Right? So, yes. And I said that I wasn't going to do any more catering. Things like that, cooking on the side, just wasn't gonna do it, right? I just focused on me, healing, family. Those that want to be around me, I want to be around them. Those that want to pour into me, I'm gonna pour into them. But other than that, I got nothing to do with it. That's it. That's all. And so you need to tune into this dope cooking show if you want to see me cook anything, because I'm cooking at the crib. I do a little cooking at work, right? I try to teach. I'm more so trying to teach those people, my team, how to cook, right, and how to interact and how to use their palates, how to find that flavor to create the dish. Trying to teach that. I'm teaching them. You know what I mean? I'm cross training my server to work in the kitchen. Cross training my cook to be a server. Like I'm everybody know how to do everything because we small, right? And we got to be able to lean on each other. I had a whole team meeting with them and kind of told them like, hey, we family. We see each other more than we see our own people. So you got to lock in with me. We got to get this job done. That's what we got to do. You know what I mean? It's going to be hectic. It's us against them every time, right? Anytime you feel like, man, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it either. You don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. We just here, right? We showed up, so let's do it. And then we're going to get on out of here, right? I say it's us, there's them. It's this group of people versus the customers versus the guests. Like we got to make sure we serve them. We got to make sure we giving it our all every time. Like we can't slack up at no point because they're ready to say something. Still, my department has a 98th percentile. So like something's working, right? Cool. So we so I said all that to say, yeah, I don't do it as much as I used to as far as food goes, catering. Things like that. I may pick it back up. Somebody reached out to me with a fairly lucrative opportunity, so I may do that. We'll see. So I do want to share with y'all some recalls, right? Because it's crazy out here. This administration, they doing what they want to do, how they want to do it, and we just left to deal with it. So I just want to share with y'all some recalls so that you can be on the lookout. The first one is Hormel. They recalled 5 million pounds of frozen chicken because of metal contamination. Y'all know about the shrimp, the radioactive shrimp at Walmart. Don't buy them. You're going to glow in the dark, right? Then Hormel, and I don't even remember. Oh, yeah, Hormel is the one. No, that's Tyson. I've never seen Hormel chicken, but maybe it's like the frozen chicken. Duh, that's why I don't see it because I buy fresh. All right, so if you buy frozen chicken from the frozen section, don't buy the Hormel brand because they pull 5 million pounds of metal contamination. What else? Let's see. There is another one I wanted to show. I wanted to make sure. I told y'all about the shrimp, right? Yeah. Told y'all about that guy. Let's see. Hold on. Because I got it. But I don't have it. It went away. So I got to pull it back up. Let's see. What else? This one is another one. Frozen chicken products. Nationwide recall. More than 4 million pounds of frozen chicken products have been recalled. So this is the Hormel one again. Frozen chicken due to metal contamination from the conveyor belt. The affected chicken products were distributed nationwide to food service locations. No injuries have been reported thus far, but look out. You never know. And I always think like, ain't no injuries, but I'll be the one. So that's why I always be like, yeah, I ain't gonna fool with it. I just ain't gonna fool with it. Let's see what else. Twin Sisters Creamery, that is a cheese creamery, right? They have pulled some of their several cheese products because of the E. coli strand in their cheese. So, Whatcom Blue, Farmhouse, Peppercorn, and mustard seed cheese products have been recalled. A third-party lab confirmed some cheese samples have tested contained strands of Shiga toxin, which is E. coli, basically. So if you Twin Sisters Creamery or Whatcom Blue is what's on the packaging. If you use that, they got a recall. Watch out. Watch yourself. I know Costco has something going on too. I don't be trying to talk about Costco because that's where I go. I don't be going to Sam's. I don't go to Sam's. I go to Costco, right? So Costco did me right. Okay. So, this is at Sam's and at Costco. This is Golden Island Korean barbecue jerky contains metal pieces and from the regulators. So I don't know what metal pieces could be in the beef jerky, but y'all might want to watch out for it. So I just want to let y'all know about that. Hold on one second. Okay, so it's Golden Island pork jerky, Korean barbecue kind. I ain't never even heard of this one, but it's at Costco and at Sam's, and they recalled it. So I want to let y'all know about these recalls, man, so that way you can know what's happening. Spinach was recalled recently after a batch tested positive for a harmful bacteria. Listen, when you go grocery shopping, you got to buy your groceries, pray over them before you pick them up, pray over them when you bag them up, pray over them when you put them in your car, pray over them when you bring them in your house. There ain't no telling who to touch what. And, you know, it's cool to see the little mist, you know, spraying on the vegetables at Walmart, wherever you go get your produce from. But you still got to wash it again when you get to the house. You still got to rinse it again. You still got to bring it, you know, we got to make it what's going to work for you. And the crazy part about it is this stuff is coming in like this. So be careful what you do as far as how you bring your groceries in, how you buy groceries, where you buy stuff from. I would suggest maybe a farmer's market. Start going to the farmer's markets. It's more, it's fresh, right? But it's more farm to market versus all of these different places. It's got to stop and people got to touch it before it gets to your local grocery store, right? I suggest a farmer's market. It is getting into the chappy season. It's getting a little cool. It's getting a little cold, y'all. So, it ain't. Well, it's not cold here in Texas. It's a little cold up north. I know that for sure. But it is not cold here yet. The summer sun has broke, though. So, it's not as hot as it normally be, which thank God, that is amazing, right? So I'm enjoying it. Like I'm back. I went outside to fool my car, you know, kind of get back to that because I've been neglecting it. It's been hot. So I have realized that I got about 6 months to get this car together. It's gonna be hot again, right? And maybe not even 6 months, probably like 4. So I got to get on. We got to get on the hop. So yeah, I'm gonna go back out and take care of that, get that thing going. Last week, y'all, I had a fire episode. I did some brisket egg rolls. What? Oh my God, they were amazing. So look, I'm gonna just tell y'all about it, right? So I use some plant-based egg roll wrappers. You can get them at Walmart Market. Plant-based egg roll wrappers. I had some brisket that I did for a party. Had some left over. So I used that, some peppers, some onions, some smoked cheeses, right? Smoked Gouda. It was smoked cheddar, right? Had that in there. Sprinkled that in there. Got that shredded, right? Rolled it in the egg roll wrapper. Fried it. Man, when I said it was so good. I ate egg rolls all day. And I just knew when I went to edit the episode, it was finna be superb. Double echo. Double audio. Just hurt my everything. It hurt my heart. So yeah. It happened, you know what I mean? It's cool, it's fine, it's whatever. Things happen. So technical difficulties. Yeah, I'm excited to finish this year. I'm excited to get it over with. See what next year brings, right? I am in a place where I like where I work, but if something else comes along, let's go. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm feeling good. You know, this is the first time I've not had anything on my conscience, right? Sometimes when you're dealing with stuff, you can go down a spiral, and you don't always come all the way up. You just kind of get caught in the tailspin. So I pulled up. I pulled out. And I feel good about that. Like I feel good about where I've been the last 12 weeks, if not more, of just walking with somebody that had my best interest at heart. Not the end goal, but my best interest. There have been stressful moments. There have been moments of where I wanted to like call my people, right? One thing about me, I'm gonna call my people, and they gonna come because my people don't play about me. If your last name is Gilliard, we don't play about ours. We just don't. I don't, for whatever reason. I don't know which one started that, but your last name Gilliard, they don't play about us. They don't. So people be ready. You know what I mean? I just be having to make a phone call or a text, shoot a text, and they en route. And some of them are already here. So it's like, what you want? Like, but we don't. We are growing older. We want to see our older years, our golden years, and it's time that we stop reacting in such a way, right? But don't push me. Like, what are we doing? So I have been in a really great headspace. Yes, work is stressful. It is very stressful, especially when you can't get the answers that you need for what you need, right? If I need to know what the budget numbers are, tell me, right? Somebody's asking me that. I mean, they have experience in how to control it, not like waiting on you to figure it out for me. So yeah, I have those type of administrative challenges. Of course, y'all know my whole staff speaks Spanish. So that's the issue sometimes when everybody mad, right? I had to pull them all together and like let them know, like, what's wrong with y'all? And it was something simple, like a disagreement about a plate. And the whole staff had like separated and picked sides. I'm like, y'all, we got to get a job. We got a job to do. And it's really not about which plate. Just use them, all of them. Grab one to give to the guests so that way we can continue doing what we're doing. It's wow. It was the wildest thing I've ever experienced in my life. And that's part of being in upper level management. It's not so much about, it is about the product that you present, but it's also about nurturing relationships and having strong enough relationships with the people that you work with and people that work under you. I feel like I have a strong relationship with the people that work with me. I know there's one for sure that is Snake, but you know, it's cool. You call them out when it's time to call them out. But for the most part, they are golden. Like they just really just want somebody to love on them. And sometimes that's all it takes is somebody to love on you. And you'll get it right. Sometimes it takes to know that somebody that you got their back, no matter what. I promise you, every time they think the GM coming, they think somebody gonna get fired. And I think that's just the mindset or the thought process of what they like. So they got previous hurt from the previous shift. They got hurt from other people from other departments that are coming in and just doing whatever they want to do. You got the GM not really even encouraging the people, not saying nothing to them, just come in and barking orders. And every time he come in, somebody leave out. So it's like, okay, you come in and bark orders and fire people, right? So you just have to be able to extend that love to people that need it, right? And you got to be able to get people to buy in, get people to buy into your vision, buy into what you got going on. And I can safely say that I have. And it's good at times. It's the best of times, it's worst of times. So this all depends on the day, really. Really depends on the day. The Texas State Fair came and it went. It came and it went so fast, I forgot it was here. By the time my son handed me the little free every kid could go ticket, I was like, it's over tomorrow. So it came and it went. And I didn't really hear anything about the food this year. I wish I had gone this year. I planned to, but I missed it. It was just busy. So the Texas State Fair has come and gone. We'll catch him next time, right? Big Tex has been put away wherever he go. And yeah, that happened. The DFW ride out. This is a function that's put on by Bet the Bank Racing. And listen, yo, they get the city out. Every time they have it, it be buku cars. I'm talking about from every walk and genre of life, there's a car. And I'm talking about it be packed. I didn't go to that either. I just so what happened? I got ready to go to the event, and one of the guys got on live. When he got on live, there was a bunch of police, and I'm like, this don't sound like this gonna end well. And then it sounded like they were telling them to leave where everybody was telling everybody to meet at. So I'm like, well, I ain't finna do that. So I just rolled over. Like, it don't take much to get it. Let me not even lie to y'all. It do take a lot to get me out of the house. If I come out of the house, I want to, right? If I come out to socialize and fellowship with people, it's because I want to. You invited me to something. I'm gonna come show my face. Now it may be 5 to 7 minutes. It might be a walkthrough, and then I'm out. It could be a complete and total fellowship where we just have a good old time. We kick it all night, whatever. It don't matter. If you invite me, I'm gonna come. Right? Depending on who I'm gonna ask you who all over there. Right? I'm gonna ask you, but you just gotta be able to. I may not want to come because they over there. If they over there, then I ain't coming. Right? And if you invited them, did you invite me first? Because I'm gonna show up on time. And apparently, we got this thing that they know Jeff and Doc gonna show up on time before time. So they be telling us one time and tell everybody else another time because we gonna be on time. They're gonna be late. So by the time we get there, they start showing up at the right time. We'd have been there early. That's a great reputation to have. I love it. I'm cool with that. I don't have no problem with it at all. No problem. No problem at all. Yeah. So what happened? I don't know for real if I like. I went to another taco spot. It was all right. It was okay. I went to a burger spot. I wasn't impressed. I could have made a better burger at home. And I think I spent like $16. But it's all the rave on TikTok, right? And then I went to Portillo's, Chicago-based place. Chicago-based place in Texas. They have a lot of the Chicago favorites. No. It was okay. I did appreciate the crinkly fries. If you like crinkly cut fries, crinkle fries, they got them. And they season them pretty good. I got a double cheeseburger situation. It was all right. And then I went to Five Guys. Five Guys got a combo. It's $13.99 or something like that. You get it's called a little combo. It's not little, but it is, right? And you can jazz it up how you want to. But I've been into the food and the burger wasn't done. And I was like 25 minutes down the road before I got to the burgers. You know, when they give you the fries, they give you all the fries in the cup, and then whatever else is left in the basket, they put that on top of the bag. I mean, they put that on top of everything in the bag. But by the time I worked my way through the mound of fries, then I got to the burger, bit out of it. I was like, oh, it ain't even done. Oh my soul. Because I was hungry. That day, I was hungry. Like, really hungry. And, man, like, I just couldn't take it. So I just tossed the whole bag out. Just tossed the whole thing. I was upset. I was mad. Went to most recently, I went to a pizza place called Brooklyn's Finest and got some pizzas, right? They made my pizza order wrong. So it's late. It's Friday. I had been at work. I'm coming home with dinner, blah, blah, blah. I get pizza. And some said, check your pizza before you walk out the door. I ignored that. Y'all, listen to that little small voice. Listen to the small voice. It ain't going to steer you wrong. If you rooted and grounded, it ain't going to steer you wrong. Is what I'm saying. I'm going to leave it there. You got to have some good morals. You got to be planted on good ground. Now, like I say, you got to be planted in some good soil so that way you know, like, this ain't a voice of. This is the voice of discernment, not the voice of distraction. You Google that, put it all, whatever. And the little voice was like, "Check your pizza, bro. Like, you might want to check it before you walk out the door." I'm like, it's fine. How could you mess this up? I said it really clear. I ordered the pizza. I wanted a cheese pizza, half pepperoni. And then I wanted another large pizza with extra sausage, extra bacon, and pepperoni. I get to the job. I get to the pizza. I pick them up. I come home. I pop the box up. I'm finna grab a slice. I got 2 halves of pizzas. So one pizza was right. It was half cheese, half pizza was a half cheese, half meatloaf. What? And this happened before. And I checked the pizza and I told them, like, this ain't what I ordered. And they remade it. So they hooked me up. Cool. They did it again. I just did not have the energy or the focus to drive back up there and argue with them. So I found that information on Facebook, and I messaged them, and I was like, "Hey, look, today's Friday. I know y'all busy. I've had one hell of a day. I just don't feel like driving back up there, but I don't want to get on the internet and blast y'all and talk about how bad y'all messed up my order. Like, I ain't want to do y'all like this. So look, I just want to let you know that y'all got to take a little bit more time and patience to double check people's orders, because I know what I said to that lady that answered the phone, but she heard something totally different. And I don't want to go in there arguing with them. They heard what they heard. I said what I said, but those two things didn't come to pass like it should have on my pizza. And this is the second time that it happened, right? So cool. I think, and it was really nice. You know, I reread it and reread it and reread it again. So it was a really nice, you know, piece that I wrote. And a day went by, and the guy messaged me back and was like, "Hey, you know, my name is this, and I'm sorry we messed up your order, and we're gonna fix it. Here's a credit for 2 pizzas plus another $20 off. Thank you for not blasting us. You know, I'm sorry that," he's like, "I know Fridays be crazy, and I'm sorry you had a rough day." He's like, "But, you know, just, you know, take this on us, and we hope we get it back right the next time." Cool. I really wasn't looking for that. I just didn't want to blast them, right? I didn't want to blow them up, but I just wanted them to know, like, y'all gotta take a little better care with your food, like with your ordering process to translate to the person that's making the food, to the person that's cooking. Like, it's got to be seamless, got to be open communication and a lot of communication, right? Cool, no problem. That was awesome. So it worked out that, you know, it happened that way. The guy was really nice. He was really gracious. And in today's world, them out of nowhere look cool. Like, I don't know if y'all, you know, racking up your points, but I be getting them pizza points. Domino's, running them up. I keep a free pizza at Domino's. And having a free pizza is, you know, golden in a world like, oh, we had an impromptu talk at the college, and then we had to do some other stuff after that. Pizza on the way home. Everybody gonna eat some. They're gonna get their fill and go to bed, right? It just works out that way. God is awesome with providing for his people. And he be providing his big one. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. So yeah, I just want to check in with y'all, right? Y'all see my face. I'm still smiling. I'm still good, right? The last week episode, we gonna call it a wash, right? It was some brisket egg roll. I'm gonna have to wait till I redo some brisket again, and then I'll share. You know, we can do this thing. We share it with y'all. The brisket, egg rolls. I might do some other kind of egg rolls, maybe some Southwest chicken egg rolls or something like that. Cause let me say this: Chili's took their PPP loan, because y'all know Chili's was finna go out of business, right? That closing location or went bankrupt or something. They took their money, their little PPP loan, and rebranded and re-up, and they back on point. So we've been frequenting Chili's, which I don't know why. Oh, I do know why. Okay, so if you know the story of me and Doc, you know that our first date was at Chili's in Tennessee. Chili's also used to have, well, they don't have it in Texas. They have it everywhere else, a 2 for $1. So you get 2 drinks for $1. Happy hour. Cool. So also our first date was at Chili's, 2 for $1. And then I proposed to her at the same Chili's that we went on a date, our first date on. So Chili's is like our little spot, right? And we had stopped going because they was like, I had went a couple of times and the brisket was terrible. The one time I got some ribs that was cold. They just had put some hot sauce on top of it. Like, it was bad. So we just stopped once or twice. I'm about done with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, 1 or 2 times, I'm done with your establishment because you can't get it right. I done been here twice. I done gave you 2 chances, right, to get my food right. I spent my hard-earned money, and I got to go somewhere else because I'm still hungry. So we just kind of been, and it's close. So this Chili's that we go to now, it's close to us, right? Quick little ride in the house, can get something to eat, and everybody's full, right? Cool. So I had started, we started going back there eating, and I like they brisket, they ribs was good. Like, they made some menu changes, and it's good. So I don't know about the Chili's in your area, but the Chili's in my area, they doing really good. So If you gave up on them, give them another shot. That's all I can say. Right? That's all I can say. You can't give up on your stuff. Sometimes you just have people have bad days. People have bad days. People have times where they kind of drop the ball a little bit. So, stay with me, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Everybody that tune in, take a glance, leave a comment. Don't leave a comment. Spine. Trying to see what I'm doing, so you can tell your homeboy do the same thing. Appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning in, clicking on this video. We got some time, so we're gonna be doing some stuff. I just want to let y'all know. So don't clock out on me yet, because this Dope Cookie Show, the train is still rolling. Catch y'all on the next one. I'm about to peace out. So yeah.